Grade 7, English. Today we're going to start with lesson 7 and the topic there is the carbon footprint. And whenever we walk on the beach, you will see that you left a footprint on the wet sand. And in the same way, everything that we do on Earth has an impact on the planet, and it is leaving a footprint, imaginary footprint. And sadly, it's a footprint that we can't wipe out that easy. If you look on page 95, there at the beginning of lesson 7, there's a little paragraph, and I'm going to read it. You can follow. Each person has a carbon footprint. Your carbon footprint is the amount of carbon produced by everything you do every day. Things like watching television, catching a bus produce carbon dioxide and other gases which are released into the air. These gases are called greenhouse gases. Scientists think these greenhouse gases are making the earth too warm and are contributing to climate change. Now in this lesson we will be hearing more about how to reduce our carbon footprint. Okay, if you turn your page, we're just going to skip activity 71, and then I want you to listen to a television news report and then answer the following questions, that question 1 to 12 in your book, and that will be your comprehension questions. So I'm going to read you this news report. Okay. Good evening. This is Jackson Latele with your 7 o'clock news. This week is Earth Week. In the light of this, we have a special report tonight on South Africa's greenest company, a company that is helping significantly to reduce South Africa's carbon footprint. As you all know, South Africa has committed to reduce their carbon footprint substantially over the next 10 years. This is their story. Nonlana Publishing Enterprises started business 20 years ago in a garage. From these small beginnings, they have grown to one of the largest companies in South Africa. The company is now housed in its own majestic office park on the outskirts of the city. Jakes Sebenda, the company spokesperson, says that as a large company, it is their responsibility to lead the way. Every one of us counts is the company's motto. He says this applies to all their business dealings, but also to help to save the planet. We would like to continue to be known as the greenest company in South Africa. And not only would we like our company to be the greenest, we would like our employees to be known as being the greenest employees in the country. To achieve this, they have taken the following 4 steps. Number 1, they have one of the largest recycling depots in Africa on their premises. Each employee in the company knows the importance of individual contribution. Every floor in the building has bins marked for recycling materials. Not one scrap of paper goes to waste. People affectionately known as greenies are employed by the company to make sure all the cans, glass bottles, paper and plastic reach this recycling depot. Number 2, the company has one whole department whose job it is to make sure that the company continues to reduce its carbon footprint. Among those employed as engineers who design ways in which the company can continue to reduce carbon emissions. Number 3, carbon calculators are given out once a year so that all employees can calculate their own carbon footprint and make a commitment to reduce it every year. This carbon calculator helps you work out how much carbon dioxide your lifestyle gives off every year. It asks questions such as, how much TV do you watch every day? How do you travel to work every day? How many people travel with you? How many light bulbs are in your bedroom? In this, it then calculates how many kilograms of carbon dioxide are sent into the atmosphere as a result of what you do. It then gives ways to reduce your carbon footprint. For example, shower instead of bath, walk instead of drive, watch 1 hour less TV per day. This really gets our employees involved, says Jake. Nonlana Publishing Enterprises have recently signed a contract to have solar heating panels installed on every single building in the office park. Nearly 2,000 panels will cover the roofs, providing up to nearly 70% of the power required by the company during peak production. The total saving could be around 830 megawatt hours, which is enough to charge more than 70 million cell phones for a year. This is doing business in a responsible way. If more companies could follow Nonlana Publishing Enterprises' example, we would be well on our way to reducing our carbon footprint in South Africa. Remember, the smaller your footprint, the better. And that's a wrap from our news team tonight. Good night. Right, you can listen to it again if it's a little bit too long. For the first time, you can stop the video anytime and go back. So there are 12 questions for comprehension questions that you can complete in your workbook, please. Let me just follow and see. Read the press release. As part of your comprehension test, you can complete activity 73 as well as 74. Those two activities are comprehension activities. And then in the next video, I'm going to read you another extract, and then there's an extract in your book as well, which you can read further. You can go on with that, continue with that, and then answer the questions at activity 76, but that will be in the next video.